All right, we're going to go ahead and start recording. Here we go. Let's get into it, friends. I'm really excited that you're here today. We're going to be talking about Automation Nation, and I'm going to be sharing, hey, Nikki, I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite automations with you all. And here's the thing. This is not like presentation style where I have a bunch of slides and I'm going to take you through. I'm going to just literally show you things. I find that the best way that you and I can interact is when you ask me your questions. I trip off a line of thinking for you and you ask me your questions. So we'll get things going with showing you some behind the scenes, and then we're going to get into it. So I'm going to hang on. I'm like, which screen to share first? Let's just share my whole screen here. Perfect. So if you remember when we first came on or first registered to do this, I told you that I wanted to take you through these four automations that I love, love, love. So the first one I want to show you is my Wow Factor onboarding, client onboarding. This one is probably the longest and most comprehensive. So I would love for you to jot down some notes. Actually, you know what? I am the worst. Can I tell you, I am like an early riser. I've been up since 6 a.m. and working and puttering on things. And I always forget to like ease people in. So before we just dive right in, because if you've been around me, you know that's how I typically work. Why don't we get an emoji or some words or something? Tell me in the chat how y'all are feeling. let's check in. Joelle, you know, right? Like I just like let's get into it. I'm like, wait. Can I tell you, this has always been an issue for me, even like, because I grew up, my family had restaurants and I grew up in the restaurant business, and I would just come in and be like, all right, do this, do that, do this. And then I learned you have to like say, hi, how are you? And so is that my personality? Is that a neurodivergent thing? I don't know, but I typically just get right to work. Hi, how are you? All right, love and seeing these emojis. I would love to hear, feeling the same, right? Oh man, chit chat is hard. Good morning, Kelsey. All right, I'd love to hear when I say things like automations, automation funnels, I would love to hear what that means to you. What does that mean to you? What is an automation? What is automation funnel? Might be an ND thing, yeah. Right? Personality, yeah. Set and forget. Yes, okay, set and forget. I love it. Saving time and getting things done without me having to do them. Yes, yes. What else have we got? Hashtag boss mode. Yeah. One of the things I'm going to show you today too is how having these automations not only is a set and forget, I do the work once and it's done and it's working for me, so I can go do other things. It really levels up your professionalism, right? Your organization. It really sets the tone for what people can expect with you, and just in terms of your professionalism, right? Yes, saves time. Something I do once, but yeah, without me, goes on without me triggering it. Exactly, Nikki. Computer stuff. I literally read that in your voice. So who here currently uses some sort of automation, some sort of funnel, something where they've created it once and it works? Nikki, what is yours? I think of Zach.
Sorry. It's not high tech. I have a newsletter and I have a pop-up on my website, and I have I'm a massage therapist, so when people fill out their intake form, I have them consent to receiving emails, and then I add them to my mailing list. It triggers just like a welcome newsletter, and then they're just included in my monthly newsletter.
I love it.
Simple.
I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to be talking about different ways you can have automated ways to get people on your email list. And I'm also going to share my checklist of 33 ways to get your email list opt-in out in the world. So you're going to get that today as well. Okay, so we have Zapier. Yes, we're going to talk about Zapier today. The one on my website set up, not catered at all. Okay. I really set up my first automation for my freebie sign up. So they get a welcome email with link. Beautiful, Joelle. When they order a service with me, they get an email, but very generic. Okay, Melanie, I love that. We're going to be talking about how to like next level that one as well. All right. Okay, now I think we're ready to get into it. Let's get into our first automation. Do we feel adequately warmed up? Okay, so the first thing I want to take you through is my Wow Factor onboarding. This is really great for people who are either working with you one-on-one, or even if it's all done automatically, like if they're purchasing through an e-commerce online, they're joining some sort of program, you can still set these up automatically. You would just skip like the client agreement and the invoicing part. So as I'm taking you through this, I really want you to think about, ooh, how would I do this here for me? And then I'm going to unshare screen so we can talk about it. We can ask questions. Okay. Makes sense. All right, let's get into it here. I'm gonna throw you guys over here. Perfect. And I'm gonna throw this over here. And I'm gonna make it so that I can see if people want to come in so I don't miss you. Okay, amazing. So the first thing that I get people to do when, no, I gotta put you over here so I can look at you. When I'm getting people to, who wanna work with me, the first thing I get them to do is fill out my intake form, okay? Give me jazz hands if you have an intake form. Yeah. Okay. So the purpose of this, and I love it. Thanks, Alexa. The purpose of this is to do a few things. I'm gathering the information I need to be able to fill out their client agreement and their invoice, things like that. I also want to gauge for me where they're at on their journey in their business, where they're at in their journey to hiring somebody, their buying journey. And I also ask a lot of questions that are going to give me some really clear insight into what they know, what they might not know, and how I can best support them. So this is all the stuff that happens before they even book a call with me. This is that pre-call step, okay? So I'm going to share the link to this. If any of you want to, hang on, I need someone help me moderate all these folks coming in. I'm going to send you the link so that you can go ahead and copy any piece of this that you want. And you can go through and see how I've asked questions. One of the things that I do is I add the prices in here, and I ask them to let me know what package they're interested in. Who here includes their prices before a sales call? Yeah. What if you, and tell me in the comments, why do you do it or why do you not do it? And how has that worked for you? No, Edna. Okay. So I used to not, way back in the day, I used to think, well, let's just get them on a call. Let's see what they need. I'll tell them the prices and here we go. But here's the thing with that. As you get busier, you don't have time to do a gazillion calls, right? So you need to make sure that there is alignment, that you're spending time with the folks who know what it costs to work with you, and they're coming in fully prepared and aware of that price. So you're not getting to the end of a call and going, oh, my budget's $200 when your starting package is $1,000, right? The other thing is it avoids the awkwardness. If someone can't afford you, what do they do now at that point? You've had an amazing call, they're really excited, and then you're like, oh, it started at $1,000, and they're like, oh, now it's awkward, right? So I find it's a more dignified way of setting up the tone of the call, and it skips that awkwardness, and it just lets you know, again, what package they're in, so you can be more prescriptive in your selling. Who here knows what prescriptive selling means? Tell me in the chat what it means. Let me get my chat open up here. I don't want to waste their time or mine. Exactly. Best to be upfront. Yep. Yep. Yeah. For counseling service, pretty standard. Depends on the offer. Some of them are not forward facing and invite only. True, Lauren. Yep. Good to be transparent. Just starting to add for full transparency. Investment starting at. I love it. I find that not including my prices and then telling them on the call often ends up feeling a jump scare for them. Joelle. Yes, exactly. That's what we want to avoid. I have it because I haven't had standardized prices or packages. It's been awkward. Okay. So if you don't have a standardized packages because they're very custom made, you can say starting at. It's a great way to kind of set that early tone. Okay. Starting at. I have an hourly rate and offer group, help, or individual. So both are different price points. So again, you could see how I've broken mine up by packages, right? So you could say a one-on-one starts at, group starts at, what are you interested in? Okay. No idea. Is that the prescriptive selling, Lauren? Suggesting a specific service based on their needs discussed in the call. Exactly, Kelsey. Yes, exactly. It's what happens is you don't want to get someone on a call, listen to what they're going through, start to get an idea of what they need in your head, and then offer them the entire menu, because that's just going to overwhelm them, and it's putting it on their plate to know how best to work with you. And the reality is that's your job. You're the authority in this moment. You're the one who knows the best path forward because they're coming to you for your advice. So prescriptive selling is when we prescribe, we say, this is what I recommend we do. So having this here allows you to also prescriptive sell because you've got this and you've gone through those questions. So you already are going to have a good idea after they've filled all this out. Okay. So I'm not going to spend too much more time on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it right now so that you can go ahead and have it. I'm also going to send it out later. I'm going to be sending all the links and a whole bunch of roadmaps of all of these funnels all in one thing so you can visually see it and have all the links. So you can just also hang out and absorb if you don't want to capture all the links I'm sharing right now, okay? All right, so once they fill this out, the next step is they get taken to a thank you page, right? Thank you so much for filling this out. Come book a call. Right? I don't need to go back and forth with telling them, hey, when are you available? Thanks for filling out the form. Let's get you in. It's just come book a call. Okay. Once they book the call, it takes them to here. Right. And they go ahead and fill this all out and book themselves in. But the fun doesn't stop there. Because I have a Zapier integration, give me a note in the comments if you don't know what Zapier is, or if you do use Zapier. I have a Zapier integration, which is an app or a platform, an app that lets two programs that don't talk to each other talk to each other. So when they filled out something on Calendly, Zapier adds them to my emails and sends them an email. And so what happens is they get, nope, that's not it. Where is it? They get, hey, thank you so much for applying to work with me. They get an email. And this email sends them to a video, to a page on my website with a video that says, hey, thank you so much. What's up? Glad we're meeting. Here's a little bit of work I want you to do before our call. And they actually get 2 more emails. 5 myths stopping you from growing your business. There we go. And then another email. Where do you want to go? Because I want to know about their big, bold dreams. Oh, and I didn't save that page, but it's the next one is the next video of that page. And all of these pages also, well, Jennifer, what happened? What?
Nothing. You're going so fast. It's all good. I will catch up.
What I want to do in a second is I should have prefaced. I'm going to open this up for questions in just a second. Okay. So we're going to get questions. Thank you, Jennifer, for flagging that. Okay. So then what happens is I also include a worksheet. And this worksheet is just a simple Canva worksheet that I give them. I create an editable PDF for them. So I just want to show you this. And now I want to get into it. I want to talk about all these elements individually and why we do them. So first of all, have you ever done this much prep work, automated work before somebody books a call with you to really, really build this know, like, trust? Has anybody done this much work before? No. So tell me, what was that?
No, I have not.
No. So tell me, why do you think I do this?
Are we unmiking here?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, heck yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of the get to know you work before you actually spend time with them.
Yes, heck yeah. Why else might we do something like this?
So they get to know you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like it's a really good way to do. I recognize I'm overwhelmed by, like, where do I even start building out all of these upfront assets?
Yeah.
But I also get that once you've built them, you don't have to spend hours doing this relationship building process. But it's not just relationship building, it's also educating your client while you're getting the information from your client, so that by the time you get on the call, you can actually get to brass tacks and you're not spending the first 3 calls doing all this background work.
Yeah. And it goes as Jennifer, both you and Jennifer said, the know, like, trust factor. You are like, because I'm sharing content with them to go watch YouTube videos that I recommend, right? I've got them doing a little bit of prep work to get them thinking. I ask them to bring their sheets to our call, right? And so what ends up happening is as you said, there's so much know, like, trust built. They're knowing me. They're knowing what I'm all about. They're getting a taste for what it's like to work with me, for my style of working, right? Yeah. And also for me, it helps me see their level of commitment, right? I want to work with people who are ready to go, right? And who are like, let's go, let's do this. So when they show up with everything completed and they've really been thinking about the things I've been getting them to think about, that helps. That's a good sign for me that I'm like, okay, this might be a really great fit, right? So let's break this down. We're going to break this down now. Okay. Do you want, I'm going to stop share. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for what's a second, but I'll come and back and share whenever you need me to. I want to quickly read your comments here. I love it. Can make more of an impact. Yeah. Zapier. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about that. I have to admit, I was reluctant to set something up outside of what my GoDaddy website template provided. So setting up Calendly and other integrations, it gives you hives. I love it, Melody. We're going to be gentle. Where are you on my screen? Oh, there you are. Did you still here? Did I lose you? We're going to be gentle because we're going to map it out right now for you. Never this much. No, warms people up so much. Yeah. Warm them up, Lori or Lara. Yeah. Is it Lara or Laura? Lara. How do I say it?
Lara, like Sarah.
Thank you. Perfect. I have a cousin, Laura. So I was like, wait a minute. To warm people up and save time when working together, warm, huge rapport. Yeah, huge. Set expectations, save time on the call. Shows you're on top of your SHIT. Joelle, I was just going to say that because that's the other thing is think about if somebody is like shopping around for different nutritionists or different massage therapists or different declutterers, right? They're shopping around. And when you have these funnels, right, where there's all these videos and extra content and all these things, like that really creates that wow factor level up. Yeah. Like, wow. And so it's a bit of work at first, but then nice. Yeah. Qualifies the lead. Exactly, Carrie. A lot of people will get filtered out. Exactly. Good details so you can speak to them on the call. Yep. Make them feel seen and heard. Karina, hey, good for connection. Emma, I've missed you, Emma. Where have you been? I've been trying to use Zapier since it was first launched. I've never been successful making a Zap that is functional. Oh, okay. Yes, let's talk. We'll try to talk a little bit about that today, but that's a great thing for the Get It Done Club to come and talk about. I have to admit, I was reluctant to set something up outside my GoDaddy. I read that one already. All right. I love this. Sick. Oh, Emmy, I'm so sorry. Frick. Okay. Zapier. Okay. I'll leave it. Okay. We're going to talk. Okay. I'm going to save the Zapier thing for after. So let's talk about this. Number one, do you want people to fill out an intake form before they get on a call with you? All right. Do you have an intake form? Okay. So number one, you do. Okay, great. So right. Number one, intake form. And I've sent you the link to mine. I want you to go through and I want you to think, is there anything else that I could be adding in here? Is there anything else I need to know? Because there's always going to be name, address, phone number, email, because you need that to fill out the invoice and the client agreement, right? But then I want you to put in there something around prices and packaging and have them ask them where they're at. I want you to put in a question around how ready are they to get started? Are they just on a fact-finding mission? Are they ready to get going as soon as they find the right person? Are they chatting with lots of different people? Okay. I also like to ask, have you worked with anybody like for me, I'm like, have you ever worked with somebody to help you support your business before? A VA, marketing, whatever, social media, whatever. Because I want to know already who they've worked with and how it's worked for them, right? So really be thinking about the things that you would typically ask in those first 5 to 10 minutes on a call. How can you ask them here? Okay. I mean, Nikki, you're going to have yours worked out, but it's going to be obvious. Allergies, right? Where are you sore? You're going to, as much information as you can gather beforehand, the better, because it helps, like you say, get right to brass tacks. All right. So then after the intake form, we want to then have that link that goes to a booking. Now, do you have them book a call right away, or do you want to review their form before you send off a link to book a call? Does anybody just have to review the form, want to review? Okay. So then what would you do? What would you do instead of having them book a call? How could we use a Zapier integration here? Send them a freebie for sure, Lauren. Yep, absolutely. What I would want to be careful of on that one is I would want to be careful not to put them into your lead magnet email sequence, because I wouldn't want to create distraction at this point. Potentially. Again, you'd have to kind of feel that out for what makes sense for you. Yep. Send them off to what other stuff to watch and read. Yep. Let them know they'll get an email. Yep. Send them an email letting them know. Yep. Exactly. Because what you will do, Jennifer, give me just one quick second. What you would do when you have a Google form is you have it so that everything goes into a Google sheet. right? That's a setting that you turn on. Everything goes to a Google Sheet. And then you can set up a Zapier integration. When a Google Sheet gets a new submission, you can add them to your email list and send them some emails. So even if they don't book a call, you can still start sending them, thank you so much for filling out the form. I'm going to review it and we'll get back to you in X amount of days. In the meantime, I've got a great video, podcast, whatever, for you to check out. Right? So you're still not just leaving them hanging with a thanks, submitted. We're still going a little extra, right? So take a moment right now, do intake forms with people off if they have a hard time with writing. So Karina, if your audience, your customer tends to have as many checks as you can, like choose between this and this, right? Like choose a number, whatever. How are you feeling? Have a choose, a radio button is what I'm looking for. Okay. I use, you're okay. You're talking amongst yourselves. Okay. I like to have, I have questions that are specific and thorough because I want to make sure that folks are going to answer. If I get a bunch of kind of half-assed answers, because what did I say? I want to work with people who are serious and ready to go. So if I get a bunch of not well thought out half-assed answers, I'm like, okay, this is a person who's not ready to do their own thinking yet. They're not ready to get into it yet. So that's going to give me some good insight, right? Now, in saying that, they could also just be neurodivergent and struggling. So I'm not going to have total judgment. It's just something I'm going to consider going into the call. Okay. All right, Jennifer, what was your question?
Back to basics here. Where is the first step coming from? So you said we're not confusing with the lead magnet email series. So where are we? What are we?
Thank you for that, because I left that part out. So this is if someone wants to work with you. So they probably emailed you, filled out a form on your website. Somebody has referred them. You've met them somewhere. At some point now, this person has said, how do I work with you? Okay. And then you would send them this form. You would say, I have a form I'd love for you to fill out, and then let's have a call.
All right.
Make sense?
Yes. I think mine goes straight to through all the website and everything else. Then it goes to booking a free call. And then the intake form comes out so that I see it all before I actually speak to them.
Yes. So, and yeah, no, that's great, because here's the thing, you make it work for you, right? Because everyone's business model and journey is a little different. So what I would do is once they fill out the book, the call, what I would do is I would put that Calendly, like do they book through Calendly, Acuity?
It's Practice Better. So it's all on one platform. Right.
Because you have a thing. Are you able to set up automated emails to send them?
Yeah, there is. So I have the intake form goes out. All of what you're talking about comes out at that point.
Okay.
So now I know what step we're at. But
okay, no, that's perfect. Well, and I was going to say one of the things, and Nikki, I wonder if yours is the same. One of the things that can be overwhelming for somebody, at least for me, give me jazz hands if you're the same. When I don't know if I want to work with someone yet, I don't like filling out a bunch of intake forms. Like I hate it. Every time I want to talk to a therapist, if I'm interviewing 10 new therapists, I have to fill out 10 intake forms of the whole thing. And I hate it. I don't have the trust yet with that person. I'm not ready to divulge all this information yet. Right. So I don't know if that applies to you, Jennifer. I don't know if that applies to you, Nikki. Nikki, I think yours is pretty straightforward, right? But it's just something to consider. If you have people, sorry, Nikki, can you do me a favor and write it in the comments if you got a thought? If you have people that are in a position where they're probably having to fill out a lot of intake forms and you haven't even chatted yet, it's just something to potentially consider.
Right.
It may or may not.
This is just a super quick one to see if, so to preempt the questions for the live call.
Perfect.
So that
I love it.
It's almost like an interview call.
So then what you could do is either after they complete the intake form, have that email go, I got your intake form. Thank you so much. Here's a little bit more about me. Okay. Here's an article I wrote. And you always have great recipes, right? Here's a couple of recipes to get you started until we talk, right? You might even do something like if you've been on a podcast, Jennifer, be like, here's a podcast that I was on talking about this. I thought you might love, right? So again, it's just that way of building that know, like, trust. And it doesn't, you can have a few emails that go out that are just sort of brief and single focus, right?
Okay.
Yes, I love that, Lara.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I'm going to turn my camera on. So I actually have the funnel that goes to my scheduler, and then I was sending people an intake form, and it was just a Google sheet with like maybe 5 questions. and nobody was filling it out. So I assume that's because they just didn't want. I'm a virtual assistant, so giving them extra work just didn't make sense because they're already strapped for time. Like obviously you're reaching out to a VA, you need assistance, and they're trying to figure out what, like, they've probably got too many balls in their court, right?
Yeah.
So getting them to fill out that intake form just did not work. So I got rid of it. I just said, forget it. We won't be doing that after the third person didn't fill it out. And so now I go from website link, book of time on my calendar, and straight to our meeting. But I send them a follow-up email that I detail, telling more about myself, showing my packages, and then I send them the Zoom link as well too. So I do have one touch point, but I just found that the intake form wasn't working, and I don't know what step I could put before. Maybe I'm thinking, now that I've seen your website with the video, that may be what I do, and just leave it at that, right?
Yeah, just have that welcome video. You know, the one thing, again, with, like you say, a busy entrepreneur that's looking for a VA, what you want to do is assure them that you're going to start taking over, doing their thinking for them, making their lives a lot easier, making their brains work less. So yeah, that's probably a good point. You could say, you know, I'll send you or maybe something like, you know, yeah, I'm excited for the call. I can't wait to talk with you. Here's what you can expect from working with me. And I would keep the video under 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
nice and short, and then away you go. Yeah.
Okay.
And so again, it's not about it's like they say, how long should a sales page be? As long as it needs to be, right? How long do these videos be? How complex does this funnel need to be? As long as it needs to be. And so if you can keep it short and sweet because that's what your customer needs, then do that. If they're going to love all this juicy information and want more, do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alexa, yes, this absolutely makes sense for counselors, because what I would do is I would have a video for them that, thank you so much for filling out the application. I can't wait to talk to you. Here's a little bit about me. And, you know, again, it's like we talked about with your website, right? A little bit about me and my story. And here's how I, you know, who's here I love to work with and how we work together. Until we get going, I got this really great podcast, YouTube, blog, whatever. Have a look at it and I'll talk to you soon. It's just, you can keep it under 2 minutes. It's just that little bit of personalization, right? It goes so far and it really elevates you into a next level of this customer experience. Okay. Karina, I'm going to get to you in just 1 second. My intake forms are triggering because personal finance is why it didn't work for me. Okay. Is that what your question is about?
Yes. I was wondering what I can do with my demographic, who a lot of them have been through so much in their lives that show them anything that involves thinking, writing down, finance, anything, they'll skip it and just not book.
Okay, so then so my intake form is because I work with very specific people, right? So I need to know what's going on. And also I want to collect all this information for their invoice and client agreement beforehand. I don't want to go chase it after. So if you think of it that way, you could go, what do I need? Name, email, phone number, address, whatever. Do I need, you know, I need that? And, you know, what they want to talk about. You know, why are we talking? I mean, you could do that. But again, if you can also do that after, because you can still set an automation up for after, right? Because how I would do that after the fact is I would have the Calendly, they book in. I would have that Calendly goes to a custom. Oh, I forgot to say that, by the way, sorry. Once they fill out that Calendly form, they are automatically taken to this to this page. So once that they've hit submit, they're automatically taken here. Right? When you have like the Pro Calendly, you can have links like customized confirmation pages and links. Okay. So Karina, that's what I might do is I might, once if they do that Calendly thing, send them to that customized page with a little video from you. Again, keep it short and just say, listen, I know talking about finances is scary. I'm scared too. We've all been there. I want you to know, I hear you. I see you. I get you. Right? You're safe in my hands. Right? And then I'm looking forward to talking to you. Here's a podcast as I was on. I thought that you might like.
Yeah, I like the idea of sharing resources a lot and when you mentioned writing an article and sharing an article, again, allows people to get to know you better and gets those walls down. So
Yeah.
I like the idea of keeping it super demographic on the form and then making the connection in other ways. Thanks, Lindsay.
You're so welcome. And then what I would do after that, after the call, is I would have, I'm going to get into email signatures in just a second, but I would just create a pre-written email signature that has the information you need to collect for the invoice, or send them to an intake form. Like you'd have a pre-written email that sends them to an intake form. So you can do that part after, right? But we'll talk about how to automate that. I love this. I love all the questions that are coming up, because you can see every flow is a little bit different, and everyone's market, like their customers, need something different from you, right? The key thing here is I want to see your face on video, and I want there to be some sort of bonus content featuring you or made by you. That's the key thing. All right. Melanie, that was a face.
I don't know about the video part.
How come?
Oh my gosh. Probably partly body confidence issues, age, RSD, ADHD. I don't know. Take your pick. Pick one.
All the things. All the things. Is everybody
Age.
here?
Guys, the age doesn't count, Melanie. I've got 30 years on you.
Well, here's the thing.
Melanie?
Hang on. I'm gonna stop that spiral for just a second, because that is from the mouth of somebody who doesn't have internalized ageism, right? So this is the thing, is that if there's stuff going on, we do need to work through it. Who here knows what the right, Jennifer, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Who here knows what the radical stands for in Radical Connector? Yeah, Melanie, let's hear it.
Radical acceptance.
Radical self-acceptance, right?
Love it.
Entrepreneurship is going to force you to deal with your shit. Right?
Yep.
If we want to be visible. Now, if we don't want to be visible and we want to just be more kind of small, sort of just like the self-employed, small, behind the scenes, we get referrals, and that's where we're staying. That is fine. That is a great way to take charge of your time, your income, right? That's fine. That's totally fine. And if that's good for you, Melanie, then that's good for you, right? If you're somebody who wants to become more visible, maybe get into creating some fun content, maybe you get on a panel somewhere or a stage somewhere, we're going to have to work on that stuff, right? Because we're going to have to get more visible. And I get you on the rejection sensitivity. I get you on the, right? I'm in a fat body, right? I get a lot of crap, right? I get it. Right? I am not, a stereotypical femme presenting, beautiful, thin, young woman. And so I get it from all different angles, right? And so we have to talk to our therapists and our counselors, right? We have to talk to our coaches. We have to read the books. We have to do the work, right? Yeah. To unpack some of that stuff and heal some of that stuff, so that we feel good in who we are. And then we are more confident, getting more visible. And that is a process, Melanie, that takes years. So maybe the first thing we can do is record a video, but it's just a picture of you maybe out doing something you love, right? Maybe Frisbee. Is that you that does the Frisbee? No,
I'm the ice hockey lady.
That's someone else. But what did you share what you liked?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey, that's what it is. So maybe it's you when you're feeling your best. Maybe you have a few photos of you playing hockey, you doing something with friends and family, who knows? And it's you talking, but you're just on microphone and there's pictures you're sharing. Let's start there, right? Because radical self-acceptance also means accepting I'm not ready to be on camera. Okay, so then what can we do?
Love it.
Huh? Yeah, love it. I thought you said nothing, Jennifer. I was like, oh, that's what I just said.
Oh my goodness, no, I love it. Like, your presence on video and internet website is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a ham. I'm a ham. I love to be on. I'm a big old dork. Get me on a stage and I am like in my happy place. Okay, let me quickly read the comments. Lauren, I have a very simple question on my Calendly to gauge which stage they're at and where they're looking for support, asking if they've watched my mastermind with a link to it. It's a free one, right? It's like a free, yeah, okay. And a question if they're ready to energetically and financially invest in their own transformation. Perhaps I can add a price range here. I would. I would. Again, this is going to sound really messed up, but I don't know how else to phrase it. Somebody else help me with the phrasing around this. We don't want to waste each other's time, but that is different than spending time in community, right? So folks know you all can spend time with me. I'm on YouTube. I'm in workshops. We have our $9 membership, right? Our sales membership. We have the new How to Entrepreneur, which I might talk about at the end if we've got time, right? There's ways to engage with me that are free or low cost or in one of my programs. So it's not about saying, I don't think you're important, I don't want you around. It's that time is precious. And if you've only got a few spots every month to have a call, you want to make sure you're on the same page. So you want to pre-qualify as much as you can. What's another word besides waste time? Because it's not that, but it's like we want to be intentional with where our time goes, right? People pleasers in the room. Right? The people pleasers will typically be the ones who they'll talk to anyone and everybody, right? And then we end up depleted and drained and resentful and exhausted and burnt out, right? Okay. I almost wonder if that would work better after the free consult with me. Yes, Alexa, but I really do want you to have a video. I want there to be some sort of, whoa, I am so excited to talk to Alexa. She seems so cool. I want that effect. Okay. Done is better than perfect. Yup. Video gets easier with practice. It really does. Yeah. Oh, Karina, that was a while ago. What a difference that's, or how different you are now when you approach that, eh? Yeah. Yeah. I love this. You guys, I love your vulnerability. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, Lauren, the drafts that you never published. That's the thing too with being on camera. Go do an Instagram live, but put it to private. Go record something on Zoom, but don't publish it. Just practice being on camera, right? I love this. I love this. Okay. Oh my gosh. And look at you guys networking and making things happen. You're making my heart so happy. Okay. So any more questions on this? Because now I want to go into what happens once we become a client. Any more questions on this? Okay. So hang on one second. So we have either Calendly booking or an intake form, either one. And it's going to trigger the next stage in this automated funnel, which is I want there to be an email that goes out to them. And if we can, a custom thank you page where there's a video from you. Okay. And if that's as far as you get, amazing, wonderful. I have 3 videos because I'm extra. I'm just an extra person with extra cherries on top, right? But just start with 1. Okay, so now.
Lindsay, quick question.
Yep.
I think you said early when I joined the call that you would, not only will you be sending a recording, but you'll be sending out links. Is there like a master template that says, yes, you should have these emails? What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the flows. So what my flows look like, the links and the tech that I'm using, the platforms and apps. And then I can probably also include a few swipe files for email templates and things like that. Yeah, I can include those. Okay. What is a swipe file? I've heard that. Does anyone know what a swipe file is? Swipe files are fantastic. A swipe file is something that you send somebody that they would send on your, like to their audience on your behalf. So let's say, Shoshana, you're going to recommend How to Entrepreneur to somebody, right? And you're an affiliate for the program. Okay. So then what would happen is you would be given a templated email that you can fill in your specifics, but already the bulk of it is written out for you from your point of view, from your perspective. So all you got to do is copy and paste and send. So if anybody here ever wants somebody to make a referral, an introduction, and be an affiliate, promote something, send them swipe files. Don't just send them the link and say, hey, please share. Say, can you throw this on social? I wrote a post that you can share. Feel free to edit as needed. Right? Hey, would you mind sending this out to a couple of people, blah, 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 in your email? I pre-wrote an email for you. Would you mind making an introduction? Here's my bio and the best link to send them. Right? If you can pre-write things, and we're going to talk about this in just a second, testimonials. Would you write me a testimonial? Here's a template you can follow. Or if you know exactly what you want them to say because you've been working with them for a while and you know the journey, you could say, I pre-wrote one for you.
change it as you see fit. This is what I think really captures our work together. If you love this, will you please copy and paste this into Facebook and LinkedIn? The links are below. See, these are automations, right? These are the things that we do that make our lives easier and other people's lives easier to support us. Damn. This is what I mean when I say the best way I can work with y'all is for you to ask me questions and let's tap into my brain, because there's so many things. Okay, I'm not gonna send you the sales stuff right now, but afterwards I'm gonna send you the link to 3 of my sales videos if you haven't already seen them. It's the first one is how to sell without selling. It's my consent-based sales process. The next one is my perfect sales free sales call template. So how to structure a 30-minute sales call. And then the third one is how to ask for your rates. So that's for anyone that's still a little bit shaky on asking to be paid and to be paid well for what they do. All right, so I will send those out after. Now I want to talk about what happens once they've become a client. You've done the pre-work, you've had an amazing call, they're on board. What happens next? Tell me in the chat what you all do. What happens next? What is your process for welcoming them into your world?
I just jump in, Lindsay.
You just jump in. You're like me. Just
Cool.
get into it.
Book the hour. Book the hour now. Let's go.
Let's do it. Karina, you're gonna see what I do when I'm organized and having an assistant to help me, and then you're gonna laugh because you're gonna be like, that is not my experience.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure we booked your session before we did anything. Shoshana, what were you gonna say?
Do you have an assistant at this point, Lindsay?
No, I had an interview with someone potentially yesterday, but it didn't work out.
How in all that's holy do you do all of this?
I don't. I'm dying. I'm dying and missing deadlines. Can I tell you something that's really embarrassing? Really, really embarrassing for me? I paid to be part of a bundle that went live yesterday, and it's not, what I'm offering isn't done yet. I honestly thought it was April. I honestly forgot it was May. I'm like, oh, I got like 10 days.
I know that feeling. I know
I'm
it
like,
painfully well.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Little Jennifer, what were you gonna say?
I launched a big 21-day gut healing program in January and got all the marketing done, hired a VA for it, got it done, hadn't written the program. And so every day I was only 1 or 2 days ahead of the whole daily release. But you know, sometimes we work well under pressure, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love what I'm creating.
Yeah.
It's actually closely related to this. I'm sending out a wow factor customer experience. It's very related to this. So like, honestly, the timing is hilarious. Which is why I'm like, I'm going to have really great things for you after today to send you because it's already going to be created.
My best work is when there's an emergency, just saying.
No, this is bad. I had a dentist appointment I have to cancel because I have to do, no, it's bad. It's bad.
Lindsay.
I had the most amazing assistant last year. She rocked my world. She was the best thing ever. And then I lost her. I was sharing her with somebody else and they went global and needed her full time. So she went with them full time. And I've just been spending 4 months in non-assistant purgatory. Okay. I love this. I hadn't done my taxes. Yeah, MA, right? You're like, oh God. Yeah, live creating. Do you know what though, friends? That is a perfectly viable life choice. And in fact, if it's your first time running something, that's kind of what I recommend. Like if it's your first time running something, don't do all the prep work because you're going to get so much like in real time feedback that's going to help you then create the next session and then the next session and then the next session, right? And you can make little tweaks here and there. So honestly, if it's your first time running a group program, I kind of recommend you only have more bit of an outline, enough to get a sales page together, and then play a little more loosey-goosey if you're able to. It'll make it for a better program. Oh my God.
It also keeps you really focused because you have to get it out.
Yeah.
It worked for me anyway.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thanks for sharing in my shame, everybody. I love it. Thanks for the reality check, right? I love that. You're so welcome, Joelle. Okay. So now I want to show you what happens when in a perfect world, somebody comes on board and what goes on then. Okay. So, I don't have it up. Let me give me just a quick second to pull it up. What do I want here? So the first thing that happens is folks get a client agreement, okay? And I don't know where you are and what country you're in, but, oh, sorry, wrong thing. But if I forget what the threshold here is, but I think it's like $80 or something, but like it's a really low threshold where you need to be sending a client agreement. So whether you're sending something that people are signing or there is something online for terms and conditions where they're checking a box that they have read it, you need to have very clear and explicit, here's what you're purchasing, here's what you get, here's the payment, here's the terms, here's how we handle conflict if there's something that arises, okay? So I just, in my Google Docs, I just have a client agreement template that I just go in and this is all I change and away we go. Once I get that filled out, I save it as a PDF, open it back up in Adobe, and then I put my signature, name and date. And then I mark off where they need to put theirs in and I send it to them to do. And then Adobe is it all automated. It sends it, it collects it, it saves it for me, done. Okay. Now there are folks who do have like the fancy softwares that do all the invoicing, the scheduling, the client agreements for them. So if you don't need this, don't worry about it. But if you can, grab yourself a Google folder and this is where I keep all my client agreements. So once they sign this, then they get an invoice. I just use Wave for my invoicing, right? And I have everything set up. Like again, now because I had them fill out the intake form, I have all their information. I have their name, I have their email, I have their phone, I can just go in, right? And fill it all out, boom, send it off, right? And again, it's all automated. They pay with their credit card, they pay with whatever, and away we go. Okay. And then I send them a welcome email. So that's going to look a little something like, has anybody seen my signatures? Get ready to freak out. Have you all seen my signatures? I got lots of signatures. Okay. I don't write anything from scratch. Once it's done, I save it as a signature. So I don't have to rewrite it. Okay. And away we go. And are you shocked to see that there's another video? I absolutely record a couple of minute video welcoming them. I'm so excited to work with you. Here's what we're going to dive into. I cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun. Here's how it works together. Here, like basically I just reiterate what's in here. Here's how it works. Here's what to expect. I'll see you soon. Okay. So I got a little video and then what to expect, scheduling and rescheduling. If they have questions, if there's anything they haven't done yet, please do this. Right? And because they've booked on Calendly, they'll already get reminder emails. Right? And there we go. Having signatures where you save everything. Here's after someone's on a podcast. Thanks so much for chatting. Right? Podcast guest request. Hey, you want to be my first guest? This is old. Right? Come fill out this form. Come snag a call here. Right? Signatures are your friend. So then once they get that, then we get into the fun stuff. And this is where, Karina, I need to send this to you. I need to send this to you, okay? Don't judge me. It's been chaos over here. Once folks start with me, I have a little postcard that they get sent with these cute little notepads that I made. Do I have any here? With these cute little notepads. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Oh. Little tearaway notepads. And I'll usually throw a sticker in there too.
And
right?
You send them in the mail?
Yep. These go regular mail.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So they go, I put it in, throw a stamp, regular mail. $1.20 or whatever it is. I don't know what it costs to email right now or to mail. Yeah. And away we go. Right?
Love it.
The other thing that I will do sometimes, and I want to get better at this, and this is where I need an assistant, is I'll also, with their permission, do a shout out on social media. Welcome to the family. So excited to start working with you. Everybody go show them some love. Follow, like, engage, check out their work. Okay. And here's the thing. If you have an assistant, you can send them all of this stuff. And they can print it, or they can, you know what I mean? They can print off well, it's just a stamp on this one. They can put the stamp on, they can send it off. Right? How delightful after a few days after signing an agreement to get this in the mail. So simple. And here's the thing, you don't need to have a pad. It can just be a really cool little thank you, welcome, hi. Order a thing of bulk stickers and send them some stickers, right? It's so simple, but it's so next level.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to stop sharing. Let's talk questions. How, whoops, hang on, where did it go? How might you use something like that to level up the welcoming them in experience?
I love that.
Right?
I have a bit of a random question.
Mhm.
Is there like a technical, philosophical, practical reason why you're not using something like Dubsado?
Yeah, my brain.
Okay.
I would have to go and figure it out or pay someone to. And I don't, because I don't do a lot of one-on-one work. I do mostly in my group programs. And so for me, it's very manageable. But that's what I mean about, there are people who already have Dubsado, or I don't know, there's a whole bunch of them.
HoneyBook.
Yeah, HoneyBook is a
HoneyBook.
popular one. I tried to use HoneyBook. I was like, this is way more than I need. I don't need this much. It's too complicated for me. I can move way faster at just going, great, I've got your things. Like, it takes me, and here's the thing, I'll have my VA do this. I don't have to do this, right? It takes me 2 seconds to copy and paste and send it off. It's so, because everything is already saved, right? It's one of those things where it's easier for me to do it manually than to go learn a new thing.
Okay.
Right? I'm very precious with where I put my brain power. And it's not in learning, it's creating fun things for y'all. It's not in learning a new platform. Okay, hang on. Have I missed anything? So real. Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, current process, schedule first session, send personal welcome email, coaching agreement, and next steps. So Carrie, how can you next level this? Right? I mean, does this make your brain be like, ooh, that's so easy. I could send a postcard. And I designed it on Canva. Why? Because I'm extra on extra with extra cherries on top. You can just go and get regular old cards and just thank you so much. Right? For my little group, I take a cue from the struggles each week and coach about that. Yes, Melanie, exactly. In the moment, real time. Yeah, you want to check that out with regards to setting the terms and conditions, Melanie. You need to have that. It is legal. Are these canned responses? Alexa, what do you mean by that question? So you're not using signatures like, so exactly. I've created auto responses and saved them as signatures. Yeah, exactly. Oh God. Yeah, I made the taxes thing. Yeah, the signature idea is big. When I show people my signatures, people like start to get really like, whoa, what else can I save as a signature? I don't rewrite anything. Save everything as a signature. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's map this out. Oh, signatures, they're saved as signatures. So I use Outlook, and so it's signatures.
Oh, Outlook. Okay.
Yeah, I think on Gmail it is templates. I think I can't remember what it's called on Gmail. It's called something different.
Called templates.
Oh, it is signatures. Okay. This is, it was called templates like 10 years ago. Like I don't use Gmail. Okay. All right. So let's map this out, friends. Where can we stick in some wow factor into your welcoming in? Yeah. Where can you stick in some wow factor? I'm trying to remember. I booked this for an hour and a half, right?
You didn't, but I want to stay.
I was going to say, because I think I had said I booked an hour, but I'll stay as long as we need. So this is going to be recorded. So if anybody has to go, I'm going to stay. I got a full other hour. Not that we're going to need an hour, but come back, watch the recording, whatever. Okay. Because now I want to talk about how do we get affiliates, referrals, and testimonials. Who here gets testimonials after someone works with you? Has that automated? Nice. Who here has an affiliate or referral program automated? Okay. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so once again, sharing my screen. Do I have the testimonials up? Okay, so if I were to show you on Calendly, when somebody books a call with me, where's 1 hour call? There it is. So 90 minutes wrong one. At 90 minutes after they book a call with me, there's an email that automatically goes out that says, hey, would you like to share a testimonial? Right? I also say, come book your next session, buy more sessions, right? Yeah, all that good stuff. Okay. But I say, hey, you want to share a testimonial? Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just send them the link to your Facebook, whatever, and say, hey, write one down. You can say reply and tell me. I kind of give them some prompts, right, to get it going. I like doing this because then it allows me to see the testimonial first and direct them if I need to, because you ever get a testimonial that's like, Jennifer's great. Jennifer was awesome. I love my time with Jennifer. That is not helpful, right? We need to know, what was the problem? Why did they reach out to you? What was the experience? And who do they recommend talk to you? Right? So I'm going to share with you on when I send the replay, I'm going to send you an actual template that you can use to send people. Okay. Yeah. But I like this because it helps me kind of guide them and not just get a generic testimonial. Because the thing is when it comes time to using testimonials, right? Like I use testimonials all over the place on my website, right? On sales pages, in social media, wherever, right? In emails, in whatever, checkout pages. You want to be able to match the testimonial with what it is that you're selling. So you want to get specific testimonials, not general, they're great. Okay. So one of the ways you can do this is having that follow-up email. Okay. Another thing is just simply to have a signature in your emails. And then you just send it either after the first session or after your sessions are complete, but you have it there. Now, what about affiliates and referrals? Hang on, where's my stop share? What about affiliates and referrals? Who here does that? Okay, Lauren, how do you do yours?
Well, I have up until recently, I was, to make it just easy for me, gifting people who referred a client to me a 40-minute free hypnosis session with me.
So that's what they get. Okay.
That's what they get. Now I've changed my website and platform and everything to Wix because I think I can like do all the things I need to do in Wix. So I'm thinking of doing like some sort of monetary kind of like gift card. There's no way that I can like pay someone, but I could say, hey, here's like $200 to use on your next service with me or something like that. So I'm still figuring it out. But,
okay. But hang on one second, because that's how, oh, sorry, my mouth is full of orange. That's how you're rewarding them. So I classify that as build it and they will come method. You've built the reward, but how do you get them to come?
Right. Yeah.
So what is your process to actually get people to refer an affiliate for you?
I've just had like clients who worked with me, been like those super fans, I guess, who then just like tell not like there's a billion people flooding to me, but like every once in a while, there will be someone who comes and it's like an immediate yes, because they're like, need this at the right time. I'm the right person kind of thing. And they've met someone who's like told them about their experience or whatever.
Okay. So I want to talk about here how we're bringing this into an automated flow, because getting referrals, getting affiliates, getting testimonials can be something that we forget about, right? We finish the work, la-di-da, right? Right. Also, I want to talk about how we continue to stay connected, right? So affiliate programs, and this is a little, I don't really have a smooth automation because it's really so personalized here. Like I use Thrivecart for all of my e-commerce. Okay. So that means that's where my affiliates go through as well. And so I might create like a custom affiliate sales page and then attach, like then have an affiliate sign up, right? So let me show you my hand. I got orange in my hand. Let me get my towel. Hang on a second. So an example of that. Whoops. So this is my, hang on, what is this? This is my How to Entrepreneur sales page, right? Well, Jennifer, what was the face for? What was the laugh?
I was trying to focus on everything.
Oh, and then I flip. I hate when people do that to me too, when I'm trying to review their website and they're flipping. I'm like, relax, hang on.
It's all good. It's all good.
The visual design. This is the page here, right? My sales page for How to Entrepreneur. Okay. So this goes directly to like this, when people sign up, it goes directly, whoops, hang on. It goes directly to their own or to my own Thrive cart, right? It goes directly here to a checkout page. Okay. But if I affiliate uses this, they won't get credit for it. So I need to have, hang on one second. I need to have an affiliate page for them. So I duplicate the page over on ThriveCart, right? So now they can have an affiliate link. It's not exactly the same because it's limited, right? But now they have pretty much the exact same page that they can now send, except for this time they have a customized link that they send folks, right? That makes sense? This is next level. I can see this. If this is too advanced, we can move on. But they get an affiliate link. And then remember how we talked earlier about swipe files, right? So I don't have them written yet because my affiliate's not fully set up for this program yet. But what will end up happening once they become an affiliate, right? I will set up an automation. Once a person becomes an affiliate, send them this email, right? And it's going to include a Google Doc with all the swipe files. If you're this person and your client is this, send this email, right? If your client is this, send this email, right? If you're going to share on social, write this copy. So what I'm doing is I'm making it very easy for them to promote this. I iterate, use this link or use your link specifically. Don't share the general link. So I'm setting them up for success by giving them the words to say. I'm not relying on them having good marketing skills and copywriting skills, right? I'm doing that for them, right? So if somebody, this is what I mean, like it doesn't have to be this, like this is like pretty advanced and automated, right? But yours can be as simple as on a checkout page. Did someone radical send you my way? Please tell me who, so I can send them some love. It could be as simple as putting on a checkout page, right? So this, again, they're sort of like the high level easiest, then we get a little more complex. And that's how all of these strategies go, right? There's like the easy one. And then as you get busier and as your things become bigger, right, we get a little more complex because it's, again, less labor on your end, more automation. So let's talk about affiliates for a second. Who here would love to have people affiliate? Does anybody not, do you know the difference between being an affiliate and referring? Affiliate partner and refer partner? No. Who wants to take a stab? Both can get paid, but affiliates get paid. Affiliates are saying, I'm going to market on your behalf, right? So it's not just about saying, oh, I'm going to tell my friends about you. They're saying, I'm going to actually send emails. I'm going to actually send social posts and market on your behalf and earn a percentage, right? Refers are people who are like, I love what you do. Have you met Lindsay? You need to go work with Lindsay. And I forget who was Lauren who said, right? It could be that you send them a gift card, pay them a percentage, right? So I want you to pick one right now. Does it make more sense to have a referral bonus or an affiliate partner? Pick one for yourself right now. Affiliate partner. Affiliate. Love it. Using the power of our networks. Referral. Love it. Mutually beneficial. Exactly. Right? Because you're not having to market and sell. They're doing it for you. So you're giving them a percentage of the sale. Right? Okay. So then I want you to just map out really quickly, just really the most easiest way you can do it. What is the easiest way you can suggest to somebody, hey, would you like to be a referral partner or would you like to be an affiliate partner? What is the easiest way you can do that? Yes, Jennifer. Yeah, I would do referral for one-on-one, affiliate for group programs.
Okay.
So just write down the easiest way you can open up that conversation. And then ask yourself, how can I automate it? And then tell me what you come up with in the chat. What is the easiest? How can I automate it? I think we have to do a part 2. I'm going to wrap us up here after this. I think we need to come back for a part 2. What have we got so far? I love that you're all just like deep in it, getting that strategic brain going. We covered a lot today. Yeah, Alexa, that can work. Yeah, they tell you who referred you. I'm always asking if I don't know the person, I'm always asking, how did you hear about me? Always asking that. And honestly, friends, that is something you can put on your intake form because that is data you want to collect. How did you hear about me? Someone recommended you. I heard you speak. Social media. I found your blog on Google. Found a YouTube video. You want to know that data because you want to know what marketing efforts are working, right? Easiest for you is asking someone referred them so you can give them some love, say on the form. Not sure how we can automate that though. So this, friends, you're talking about what happens once somebody works with you. I want to know how you can automate getting somebody on board as a referral partner or an affiliate partner. That's the automation I want to know. Sorry if I wasn't clear. Yeah, I knew what you mean.
So by that, you mean somebody that is also in business. Yes, that doing something similar that's going to refer you.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be clients. It could be people in your existing network. Yeah, it could be so many people. Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, if that's the route that you want to go, Heather, you might have a link on your website somewhere, a tab that says become an affiliate partner. Right? Or in your email signature, want to become affiliate partners, or do you want to become referral partners?
Mm-hmm.
Click here to fill out an application. Let's chat. How can we automate this? Jennifer, find like-minded businesses. So I'm going to point out again, what does that mean? Find like-minded businesses. What does that mean? Right?
People that we already have connected with. We've got our networks. Start there.
So yeah, so then reach out to my existing network would be one of the find, right? Okay. I'm always wanting to know the exact action. There's the concept, find people. What's the action?
Okay. Reach out to existing. All right.
Brilliant. And clients as well, right?
Yes.
Possibly yoga studios, naturopath, chiros. Yeah. Automation is a bit of a mystery. Well, like I had just said with Heather, right? Throw it in the bottom of your signature. Do you want to be affiliate partners? Fill out this form. Let's chat. Throw a tab on your website, right? Because what we're thinking when we think automation is we're thinking, how can I communicate with everybody at once without me having to one-on-one communicate? Forms, videos on landing pages, right? Even that video welcome email I send when someone's starting, they're personalized. They're just short personalized emails. I like to do that, but you can have a generic email a generic video that just goes at the same video that goes out every time. It's fine. Yep. The offboarding process. Exactly. Right. When you're done, do you want to be an affiliate? Do you want to be referral partner, referral buddy, referral bestie? Right. I love that. So right now I want you to take just a quick moment, then we're going to wrap things up. Take a quick moment to go, how can I automate collecting a testimonial? How can I automate requesting or asking if they'd want to be a referral or an affiliate partner? And then the third thing, which you didn't even talk about, which is how can I automate staying connected? Right? Because when folks are done working with me, our relationship isn't over at all, right? We're still in each other's worlds. We're still connected on social. Y'all are showing up here, right? We're hanging out on YouTube. We're seeing each other at events. A lot of times I start working with you, right? Like I'm referring you, you're referring me. Like our relationship isn't over. So think about what is that next step? What happens after your work is done? Because that shouldn't be it. What is the container you're building to continue to stay engaged with people? Send an automated feedback form after finishing working together. Yep, love it. Can never get rid of me, Karina. I hope not. Stay joined in the community. Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to pause for today because we covered find out their birthday. Listen, that is something I've been trying to do forever. I kind of have it like, what's your birthday? That is not the next level for me automation that I want to do is when is your birthday? I don't need the year, date, and month, right? And then have that card that goes out. It's so simple, but everything that's simple isn't simple for a busy brain and a busy entrepreneur, right? And this is why, how can we automate it? Right? And again, to whoever's point I saw earlier, first goal is to work enough that you can afford a VA. Yes. Right? Your goal is not to become a master content creator, a master social media marketer, a master blah, 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 blah. Your goal is to figure out your marketing and sales process and make money so you can hire people to do those things. Right? And then your VA every week or every month checks up whose birthdays are coming. Great. Let me get those cards sent off. You don't even got to think about it. The VA knows that's their job, right? That's their task. That's what they do. You don't even know what's happening, right? Yes. Then personalize their zodiac sign, next level. Yup. Except for the lady, the River, she's new. She's our new concierge, our weekend evening concierge. And she said there's because she's an Aries. I was like, you're a Taurus. She's like, no, I'm an Aries. And because she goes on off a different like zodiac calendar thing. I can't remember what it's called right now. But yeah, so I love the idea of not knowing when it's happening legit, right? How amazing when you can hand something off and somebody else is just dealing with it. Like, I don't even know. Like, that's what I say when I'm working with a VA. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to manage my own calendar. I don't want to manage my emails. I don't want to manage my to-do list. That I don't want to think about it. You just tell me what to do and I'm going to do it. Okay, friends. So here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to send out the replay. I'm going to send out all the links and the maps and things like that. I would love for you to stay in touch with me on how those automations are coming together, asking questions. I was saying I'm going to do another one, but I probably won't. And let me tell you why. Because I want you all to hear. Do you mind if I really quickly show you the new Q&A community I've started called How to Entrepreneur? Is it okay if I take just a couple of minutes and show you?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Jennifer, oh, thank you. I'm so glad to see you again. Have I seen you this year yet?
Probably not. No.
Time goes so fast. Okay.
I'm going to sneak out because I already know what it is and I've already
in
said
it.
yes because
Yes.
I'm really excited.
Perfect.
So thank you for this morning.
You're
Have a great
so
day,
welcome.
folks.
Thanks, Shoshana. We'll see you soon. And we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Karina, I know you're in as well. I love it. Okay. So this is something new that I'm starting because here it's not even new. It's an iteration. Here's what I've discovered in the best way I work with folks is not when I give you a curriculum, not when I give you a pre-recorded course, not when I only have you once a month for a handful of sessions. It's when I have you for a longer period of time and you have access to my brain and my eyes on your work and are able to ask me specific questions. Right? And so what I'm doing is I'm taking away my one-on-ones. I'm taking away my group programs. I'm even taking away the Get Ish Done Club because it's rolling into this. And this is going to become the new way I work with folks. It is you showing up and asking your questions right where you're at, right with the advice that you need right now. And then being able to stay with me long-term so that once you get that figured out, we can then move on to the next thing. And I'm not fire hosing you with everything all at once. And you're not feeling pressured to try to do everything at once. Okay. So I'm going to send this out. You can have a look at sort of like what the process that my brain went through to kind of get to this point. Because of course I've been doing this like 20 years, right? And I know that the skills that y'all need and the support that y'all need. And I also am frustrated with how I'm seeing courses, programs, one-on-one. It's just not working. It's just not working as well as it could be. So I'm going to get right to the meat and potatoes here. Don't mind the scrolling. It's coming fast. It's coming fast. So here's what this is going to look like. We're going to be meeting every Tuesday. Okay. Well, except for twice a month or twice a year, there'll be a random middle Tuesday. Anyways, okay. Doesn't matter. Calendars. Okay. So we'll be meeting on Tuesdays. And what we'll be doing is I will be going into very specific Q&A sessions throughout the day where you get to come to the one that applies to you. So we'll be talking about idea validations, for example, market research, packaging and pricing your stuff, right? This is great if you're new. And also if you've got a new idea for something, right? I want a new course. I want a new program. We'll be talking about launches, summits, and bundles, online automations like this and that wow factor customer experience, right? Lead magnets and list building. On Tuesdays, we'll be talking about email marketing, all things marketing, copywriting, website reviews, landing page reviews, all things selling. Tuesday, we'll be talking about visibility and thought leadership. Melanie, if you're still here, thought leadership and making waves, how to be using social media on SEO, content marketing, networking, public speaking, and community building to really get visible and stand out as a leader. And then our last Tuesday of the month is our action planning and co-working day. And so what will happen is you get to come to the sessions every month that make the most sense for you. You wouldn't come to all of them because they're not all going to apply. What is happening in your business this month that you need support with? And it's all Q&A based. There's no curriculum. There's no courses. It's all you asking questions. And what I love about this is it's the benefit of the group learning as well, because Jennifer will ask a question that Heather wouldn't even have thought of asking. And all of a sudden it completely opens up your mind to something. Or Carrie makes a suggestion that I wouldn't have thought of making that opens up my mind and everyone's mind. So we have the magic of the group learning. And what's going to happen as these sessions become more popular and bigger, I'm going to be bringing in specialized TAs who are going to be able to carry some of the load. We'll have breakout rooms so that nobody's getting lost in the shuffle. You're not showing up and you're one of 300 people and you're just being ignored. We will have breakout rooms. They will be trained in my systems, bring their own specialty, and it allows us to continue to grow and evolve as a community and really support each other exactly where we're at now and where we're going to be 6 months, 12 months, 18 months from now. All right. So that's that. I'm so friggin' excited. There's also some bonuses, but you can check out. I got a bunch of really fun bonuses and things included. If anyone came to Big Bold 2025, you're going to get that on a 12-month plan. I'm just very excited. We got so much going on. So, the other thing, okay, no, I won't talk about that. I'll let you guys go look it up. So here's what's happening. We officially launch May 28th. There's 3 options to choose from. You can come in for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. I am running an early bird, just sort of like, this is just for the community. It's not super public yet. It's just for like folks on my list in my community, right? In my other programs. You're able to join for the year for $1,700. Okay. Everything's in Canadian. These are the things that you get. If you're needing a payment plan, please reach out to me. I have a special payment plan for the 12 months. It's 4 payments of, no, I forget what it is. Anyways, it's 4 payments, 17 over 4. Okay. I don't charge extra for payment plans. It's the same price. Okay. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely have a peek, because we're not quite going till May 28th. And this sale ends on the 12th. I'm just giving everyone an extra free month. Right. So it'll end at the end of June instead of the end of May, right? You'll get an extra month. Does that make sense? Just because it's not quite launched yet, because I'm wrapping up some other programs. So yeah, you'll get an extra month. So that's what's up. This is the new program. This is the direction I'm headed. I'm really, really excited because I know this is the best way for you to learn and for me to support you. And I'm done with pre-recorded, generic, do what I did and you'll get the same results advice. Like, I like this customized approach. Okay. I guess I should share the link with you. Let me share the link with you. And if it's something that you're interested in, please have a peek. Please grab that early bird. And if you've got questions, definitely reach out. Otherwise, friends, does anybody have any questions? Hang on, I just was reading. Kelsey, what was your comment? I know I've heard about this already. I know. Well, because the Get It Done Club, that to me, I modeled it off the Get It Done Club because this was the best, the most, like I could get you guys going so much quicker and so much faster with that customized advice. But I was like, how do I level that Get It Done Club up? So this is the new thing. Fuck yeah. The Q&A was the best. I know the Q&A was the magic. You don't need me, because I was running the academy. I'm like, God, you don't need me to do a curriculum. You don't need me to do a course for you. This sucks. I hate locking everybody into the same curriculum because not everybody needs it. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm really excited. Yes, you thought the Q&A every week. Exactly. Me too, that the Q&A was every week. Yeah, I made it. It happened. Okay, friends, if you have any questions, please let me know. This has been so much fun. I would love to hear one thing you were walking away with today. Just come off mute and tell me real quick.
I think I picked up lots of energy off you and just some excitement. Like, and I do love the way you're doing this new idea. Like, that is really, really awesome. And I'm wondering what I could do that way. But anyhow,
yeah,
that's really neat.
Fantastic. I love it. What about for your own automations? What are you going to implement?
Videos.
Yeah, videos. What else are you going to implement? Elevating how I welcome people to work with me. Yes, Joelle. Yeah. Using videos to make them feel comfy around the intake form questions, because it can be uncomfy. It's true. If you're in a space where it's finance or it's personal stuff, yeah. What else are you going to implement, or what are you taking away from today?
Faster than typing. Can I just speak?
Yes.
How to separate all my email journeys. Like, so after their last session, package session, they go into another email, but how do I stop the first email journey? You know, how do you separate your lists? And then when do you rejoin them?
Do you have, who do you use for your emails?
MailerLite.
Yeah. Okay. So MailerLite has a thing, you can, oh, this is such a great question for how to entrepreneur. I'm trying to think
how in our session. It's all good, but those are some of my questions for sure.
But yeah, that is, it's all through automations. You would set it up where when this happens, they get taken off this list, they get put in this list, or when they get this tag, add them here. It's all, you can set up all those automations really easily. Yeah.
Kind of beyond me, but we'll work on it.
Yeah, but once you see it, you'll be like, oh, now I understand what that means. Okay, now I can replicate this, right? Or hire a VA.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to do what I wanted.
Exactly.
Not that.
Yeah. Exactly. See, I love doing that because I love it's so nerdy for me, but also hire a VA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we hire you?
No, absolutely not. But I'll make a recommendation. You can come into How to Entrepreneur and I'll show you how to do it, and you can invite your VA to join us and I can tell them how to do it. But no, automation will be worth a heavy lift up front. It's a heavy lift upfront effort, but it's worth it a million times.
Okay.
I love it. Thanks, Carrie, as well. Great comment. Okay. Anything else before we go? Last chance to say your piece.
Just send in love. We all love you. We'll look at your new sales page and
do it
at the end of the month.
I love it. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay, everybody, go be amazing. Please, if you set up your automations, tell me. I want to know. I love this. I was going to say, I love this shit. I love this ish. Tell me. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you all soon.